me. I was just having a game of Nerf with some family. My name's Vicky and welcome to Wildfire Kids Church Online. I'm so happy to have you here. Today we're learning that when we put on God's armour, we can stand up to anything. God's armour isn't armour we wear on the outside, but it's armour we wear on the inside to protect us from things we can't see. Today we're going to be looking at the shield of faith. Do you know what? I'm so glad that when I was playing Nerf I had my shield, because a shield works by deflecting objects that come at you. We've been given the armour of God with a shield to protect us from things that are coming at us. Let's read Ephesians 6 verse 16. Ephesians 6 says, "Take up the shield of faith with which you can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one." Just like I had to use my shield to deflect things that were flying at me during Nerf, we can use our shield to deflect and extinguish the arrows of the enemy. That is the devil. The arrows of fear, arrows of worry, things that cripple us and stop us from fighting the fight, stop us from following God. But if I had my shield and I leave it on the ground, is it any good to me? What do I have to do to deflect those Nerf darts? What do we have to do to deflect those arrows of worry and fear? We need to take up our shields and hold them high and protect ourselves. But those arrows of fear and worry, do you know what the opposite of fear and worry is? It's faith. Faith. Even the smallest amount of faith is powerful. Jesus said in Matthew 17:20, "Truly I tell you, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move." You will have the power to do anything with just the smallest amount of faith. Faith as small as a mustard seed can move mountains, no matter how big the enemy's attack against you, no matter how many arrows of fear and worry they throw at you. If you pick up that shield of faith, even the smallest amount of faith is enough to conquer anything the enemy throws at you. Faith is more powerful than anything, and we only need a little bit of it. And we can take up God's armor, we can take up that shield of faith because he has saved us and because he is powerful, and we can stand strong and protected. Let's look at our Bibles again. Let's look at Psalm 140 verse 7. It says, "Lord and King, you save me because you are strong. You are like a shield that keeps me safe in the day of battle." We can put on God's armor and stand up to anything. So I'm asking you this week to think about it and to stop and put on God's armor. When you are feeling those arrows of fear and worry, pick up your shield of faith, pray to God, connect with him, and use that faith that he has given you. You don't have to have a whole host. You don't have to be an evangelist who goes out and a missionary. You only need that small amount of faith to conquer those arrows of fear and worry. All right, that's all I have time for this week. But I've got another video for you to watch in a moment, and a little challenge. We talked about this last week. Our series for this year is called Living Examples of Godly Obedience, which is called Lego. So we're going to have little Lego videos at the end of each of our kids' church segments. But I need your help. I need your help to help me make those videos. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, talk to your adults and get them to chat to me. All right, I will see you all in Zoom at 11 o'clock. Bye for now.
Jesus and his disciples were together for about 3 years, and a lot of that time was spent traveling around the nation teaching the crowds that followed them. As a disciple, there was so much to learn from Jesus, and he was committed to teaching them to do exactly what he had done. One afternoon, Jesus had just returned from the top of a mountain with some of his closest disciples, only to find that a crowd of people were waiting for them. As they got closer to the crowd, a man stepped out and fell to his knees, crying, "Master, have mercy on me and my son. He is suffering from seizures and is always falling down. I took him to your disciples the other day, but they couldn't do anything for him."
"What a generation,"
said Jesus.
"When will you see God? When will He be the center of your lives?"
Then Jesus told the spirit that was troubling the boy to leave immediately, and from that moment on the boy was well. When the crowd was far off in the distance, the disciples asked, "Why couldn't we do that ourselves?" Jesus replied,
"You're not taking God seriously yet. The simple truth is that all you need is a little faith. Faith, even as small as a mustard seed."
Wow, that's tiny.
With that little seed of faith, you can say to the mountain over there, "Move," and it will move. You see, with God, there is nothing you won't be able to do.
His teaching amazed the disciples, and they took what he said to heart. But that's how powerful faith is. Even a small amount can move things in our life that might seem as big as a mountain. Jesus shows us that when we have faith in God, we can see impossible things become possible with Him. We've been given a shield of faith in the armour of God. We can take up our shield and extinguish any attack from the enemy.
Ephesians 6:16 says, "Take up the shield of faith with which you can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one."
Through Jesus, we can have mountain-moving faith. God gives us armour so we can stand strong in our life with Jesus. It is through Jesus that we can stand up to anything.